Hello everyone. I completed it. I did. Now I'm looking for, well, I had my phone here. I was going to check and see what time I start this video. It is just about 3:30 my time on a Monday. So it is Tuesday, your time when you will be seeing this. We went out to breakfast with our son and family this morning for dim sum. It was so good. Okay, I am showing my flip-flop, or this version of a flip-flop journal, along with my AngeldreamCraftsKim design team project for December. And I have to admit to you, I have never created in my life such a chunky monkey. Look at that. Look at that, you guys. Oh my gosh. 3 signatures in something that I think is so incredibly beautiful. I can't hardly believe myself. And the trims from Kim's shop are just fantastic on this. I've got some beadwork going on here, some pearls, some square gems, some seed beads, some turquoise colored beads. Just thought this was, look at that. Look at how pretty that is. And look at this. I don't know that it gets any prettier than that, really. Look at that. This is one of the pieces of the vintage applique that I got from Kim's shop on Etsy, and I will have all the links as well as the designers down in the description box. But I am loving this. You could do everything with this. So I went ahead and got into a bunch of my little snippets of lace that I have used, along with lace from this month. And as we go through, I will show you, because I don't have a whole lot left. Just fell in love. So this is the front, this is the back. The journal itself is going to measure about, let's see, from the high end, 9 by, what is this, 4? I'm going to guess maybe 4. But look at how thick this is. Let's go down. Look at that. 2 inches. And she will not stand alone, guys. So I have a really cute little charm here, made with love, on a bulb pin. And this bulb pin I got from Kim's shop. The little charm I had. But you can catch charms in Kim's shop as well. Vintage papers, doilies, obviously gorgeous laces. So I have a piece of sheer ribbon here. And look at this. I guess you could say, yeah, maybe she does kind of sit still. Kind of want to stay close, but look at that. This is so filled with just goodies. Yeah, I cannot wait to make another. Hopefully the next one I make will be an actual flip-flop, because I did put together the 4 envelopes the way they're supposed to be. So we're gonna see. So vintage applique work here. I love this stuff. You can cut this apart, use it any which way that you want. Fantastic. So this is the cover. And when you open this journal up, it's just loaded with laces and beautiful papers. This is Kim's shop. If you noticed before, this is all I have left. It makes me sad. This was a big applique that I've just cut up, and this is all I've got left. Isn't that just beautiful? So I put it on this tag here. This is the absolute last I have of this. That was the last little piece. Loved it with these with this vintage paper. And there's 2 tags here in this pocket. And on this side, this lace here, I have, do I have it over here? Yes, I do. I had a yard. This is what I've got. Pretty sure this is less than a yard, but this beautiful, beautiful. Loved it with that lavender. Cute, cute tag. So you've got a pocket here. This lace is from Kim's shop, as well as this. I wanted to make some little, I wanted to show you, this is from Kim's shop too, but I wanted to show you that you can take little bits and pieces that you have. Here is another piece of applique, and this just happens to have beautiful, beautiful pearls on it. I did not use that, but you can take just a piece, and look at, you have got just the cutest, cutest little tab, and that is what I did here out of this cotton, and I used all of this. I have none of that left. And then went ahead and put some of this trim there. This is the only little piece of that I had, so I put that on there. And then on this page here, this is a piece of applique from Kim's shop that had pearls. And I cut a piece of that off, put that here. Took a piece of lace from Kim's shop, put it on this tag. This has a piece of, oh my goodness, I cannot remember what you call this. Vellum. And I glued a piece of digital down in there, and that's on vintage looking paper. And so you've got some medieval mirage here. You have a little bit of everything in this flip-floppy book. I'm calling it a flip-floppy book because it's not technically, I guess, the technical pattern for a flip-flop book, as I found out. I used 5 envelopes in here. The flip-flop book takes 4. 2 of them had to be opened up. I didn't open up anything in this, so next video, we're going to do it right. So this is the first couple pages. You have that antique book page here, and I used some washi tape up there. I got vintage stamps from Kim's shop, and this is one of them. And this is from Kim's shop. There is a name for this, but right off the bat, I don't know what it's called. It came like this because I got some of these corbichons from Kim's shop. Aren't they beautiful? And I did use one in here. Love, love those. Last little piece of this lace here, and I used it up on this tag, so I've got vintage paper here. This is washi tape, and 2 tags that sit in here. See how pretty that is? Look at that. Put a little washi tape on there. But I wanted to tell you, I had to laugh because this stamp, 1963, it is a Christmas stamp for 5 cents. I thought, I'm buying vintage stamps. I can remember using this. Oh, yes, I can. Back in 1965. Although 1963 is the year that we left to live in Madrid, Spain. Yep, I was a kid, but I do remember that. So this page here, you can see we've got some coffee tea dyed paper. We have some really, really pretty digitals, and then this was a digital. And I took and just put some scraps, made a little booklet out of it, and just thought that was really, really cute. And put that on there like that. The blue paper, if you remember me talking about the blue paper, should I do something with it? Should I leave it? I decided to leave it because it's just so pretty. And I didn't know, I didn't want to cover it up. And it is a great place to journal or to add your own little, tidbits. This is the last piece of this that I have. There is no more. You could check Kim's shop. She probably has more of this. If she doesn't have this, she's got something prettier or equal to it. I can guarantee you that, but I took a little piece and added it here and then made a tab up here. And then this has 3 of my favorite girls. Aren't they beautiful? My website was designed around them. I just love that graphic. And digitals on this side, we've got some vintage German paper here, some deli paper here. Don't you love that, guys? Oh, love that. Medieval Mirage. I created a belly band here with digital and with some vintage paper. Or this is not vintage. This is new to look vintage. We have a postcard here. And then we have a B is for lamb. Love that. And then I just went ahead and put a digital on the back of it so that it could be a journal card. But I love that. I thought that was so cute. I know this book has nothing to do with lambs. Nothing really to do with animals, but I really liked it, so I put it in here. And 2 little tags here that are held on using a Tim Holtz paper clip with a bead. We've got, I think this is Scandinavian. Just by looking at it, I want to say this is Scandinavian. It's a vintage page there. And then this is, for those of you that have been with me while we've done this book, this is vintage ledger parchment paper. And here is one of those cutouts that I was talking to you about. I mean, it's just so pretty. And then we've got 2 more tags in here. So is this the first signature? No, this is the last half of the first signature. I made a little booklet out of this. It doesn't have papers in it. It just is a fold over. You can see that right there like that. And then I put some of Kim's lace on both ends. And this is what I've got left. This is how it comes. And I just thought, hopefully you can see that. It looks crocheted. Beautiful, beautiful. Thought it looked really, really pretty on this page. And I do believe, yes, this does open out. And so love those pages. So you can either journal in there, or you could put pages in there if you wanted. Some more deli paper. This vintage book page here. Some washi tape. Some digitals. Here is a little bit. This is a tiny bit of this that I had cut off the end. White cotton lace. It feels so soft and nice in your hands, and it's easy to work with. And you can see one just little snippet, how pretty that looks. And then a tag and a little journal page here. I think this might be Screech Owl, or I think it might be It might be Art Colt. I'm not sure. I went and found a lot of the digitals in my stash. I need to start writing down what I use so I give credit where credit is due. This page here, we have a postcard and it's a laundry ticket. I think it's a laundry ticket. And I had a scrap of sheer ribbon, so I went ahead and I put that on there. So that just attaches to, this is another blue paper I didn't want to cover up. And then on this page here, this opens up and we've got a journal card. And then we've got this, I don't know, again, out of my stash, guys. You know, I'm so bad at this. Memories. And I only added a couple vintage pieces. You know, I love vintage. This really is not a vintage book at all, but I added a couple vintage pieces in there because I just thought the graphics were beautiful and would go so well with the journal itself. But you can see a piece of this applique that I cut and used it that way. So one applique you could do a lot with. So if you ever go into Kim's shop and you see anything like that and you think, oh, what am I going to do with that? You can cut it up and just get the mileage out of it. A tag here. This is another. This was I used all that I had of this lace in this book, so put that to good use. That's why you don't see it sitting here, because I didn't use it. So Medieval Mirage. Here is some of this cotton lace I was telling you about and how pretty that looks. Looks really, really nice with this background. And then there is a label here. This journal belongs to, so that can be filled in if you want. This folds out just like that, so this is a great place to tuck in just about anything. Made a pocket out of that and put a telegram page in here and a little tag in this pocket below. I left very little empty. One of the bags is empty, and I think I may have one or two tucks like this that I left just because, I mean, look at this. Yeah, I mean, it's 3 signatures. It is in my shop. It's going in my shop. So, should be in my shop by the time you see this video. A little bit of washi tape on this vintage page here. A tuck down here. Just folded that up, created a pocket. You've got a little tuck. I mean, come on. How can you not love this? It is so stinking cute. Then we have a little Artie Mays right here. Sits down in this pocket. She is just as cute as she could be, and I thought she looks really good here, so let's put her in. A little flip out. Flips out like that. You've got a lot of journaling space or a place if you wanted to add pages. You could easily add pages here and just fold this up. I put 2 little rose tags and a bookmark in this. Medieval Mirage. This is medieval. So is that's Medieval Mirage. This is all Medieval Mirage. And on this page we have, this opens up. You've got another little Tim Holtz paper clip up there with a bead and 2 tags here. Isn't that just so beautiful? That's also Medieval Mirage. Then we've got a music page behind that. This is a pocket, and in this pocket I added 2 Prima tags. Really large tags. They could be journal cards. They could be, I think, journal writing cards, washi tape, and we're now into the second signature. And you can see we've got some really, really pretty graphics here. I used, this is, I thought I had the tiniest little piece left, but nope, maybe I used it all. Nope, this is the tiniest little piece of this that I have, and this is what I've got left, and I used a piece of it down here. This is that vintage page, German page. You can open it up this way. Look at that. Isn't that just as cute as can be? So you could write on here. You could tuck something in there if you wanted to. I created a little tuck here. And there is this tag in this tuck here, and then 2 tags up in that pocket right here, so that when you fold this over, you don't have to have a paper clip, but I wanted to add a little something else, so I did put the paper clip on. It keeps this closed, and gives you a little place to add any more pages that you might want to, but this is the back of the German page. I really, really like this. Did not want to cover that up. Doily page, and then here you have a vintage book page here, and I added a tag, and then there is this fold out here to journal on, some washi tape up at the top. This is the back of that. You could see by the patina how old the page is. Then we've got this page here. I did add, I just love this. I can't remember. I've hoarded this. It's been in my stash for a while. I can't remember where I got it, and I wanted it in here. This folds out, so you've got some great real estate for journaling. Isn't that just so pretty? Look at that. It's just beautiful. So, yeah, I just tucked that in and tucked this over just like that. And then here you've got this vintage map. I did a fussy cut there of those flowers, and here you've got a journal card that just sits in this tuck. The back of that vintage map, you'll see some medieval mirage here, and then some of that cotton lace. And I folded it over this way to create a belly band. So you've got a tag here, and I backed it with book page, and you've got some great writing space. And isn't she lovely? So this goes in here. And you got to work it just a little bit because of the lace. The corners want to get stuck, but it fits down there nicely. Then on this page, I have another really pretty tag, and you can see I used some more of that lace. And on this side, we do have, is this an envelope or is this, oh, this is a pocket. So you can add anything that you might want in there. So that's kind of cool. Looking to see if I have something I could put in there that would be neat. Let's see this. This is really pretty. Let's add, I don't want it to get lost. If I put this in there, I'll put that in there like that, and hopefully it won't. It's an embellished card. Hopefully that won't get lost. A journal page there. On this side we have graphics. We've got a guest check and a beautiful digital from Medieval Mirage, and then we've got a stamp down here. Not an actual stamp, but looks like a stamp. And in here we've got a nice tag. This is that bag that we covered right here. Isn't that so pretty? We've got some embossing here on this envelope, and in here we have got a journal tag, and then I made a I don't know, I want to call it a tip-in. I know it's not a tip-in. I just took some really cool pages and put them together so that you could put them anywhere you wanted in the book, and I attached it with a staple and this beautiful lace here and a paper clip. This is a bag, and inside of this bag there is a Tim Holtz journal card. And this opens up. We've got some of that cotton lace down here, and that's the bag that I used. And then there are two tags there, and this can just kind of go under there and keep that closed. Then we've got this beautiful graphic here on dictionary page, and I have a piece of vintage wallpaper. Isn't that so pretty? Perfect, perfect, I thought, for in here. So that's there. Artie Mays, Pride and Prejudice, and a check here. I've just folded that over like that. Pride and Prejudice, and this is that 1915 page that's got those cool edges, and I didn't want to mess with this too much because I didn't want to take away from that. I know this is going to tear, so I just kind of don't want to touch it. More vintage map, and I could never find a date on this, but I can tell by the patina that it's old. And then in this pocket here, I put a playing card and an old Rolodex card, which I thought was pretty cool. And I tore this page. We talked about this. I tore this page and loved the look of it on this side. And then here we've got a humongous rose that is so pretty. And here's a tag with another piece of Kim's lace that I had cut out and just put that at the top instead of a ribbon. So if you ever find yourself with just little pieces of lace and you're not sure what to do, think about using them as tabs and just little embellishments on a tag or just a page. Here's the other side of that one vintage book page, and another piece of Kim's lace down here. This was a pocket. So we've got two tags. Isn't she beautiful? I don't know where I got her. I love that. She's doing some type of stitchery. Pretty, pretty. Vintage book page here with the map. This is the back side of the second signature, and then if you turn this over, this is the back of the journal. So if we flipped it over, here's the smallest signature. Another piece of this really, you can just see how gorgeous this lace is there. Pocket down here with two tags in it. Then I used another vintage stamp from Kim's shop up there. This has the texture paste. And then here is one of those corbichons, I think they're called. And then I had Kim's shop's got great doilies. It's got tiny, tiny doilies, and it's got larger doilies. And I took and I cut this in half and just created like a little accent piece. But isn't it beautiful with these papers? I think this is Dust to Roses. I'm not positive, but I think it is. And if you turn this over, I used this lace here on this page to create a pocket. You can use it as a pocket or not, but isn't that just really, really pretty? And I love how the edge peeks over. This has more texture paste, but you do have a little bit of writing space. Antique book page there as well as here. This folds out. It is from a dictionary. Very old map. And it does not. There is no date on that, but I'm pretty sure this is the UK. German paper. This is that paper I also got from Kim's shop. You can find fabric in Kim's shop. Vintage paper. I know she's had Spanish, French, and German. More texture paste. Medieval Mirage. This flips over. You do have a tuck back here and a tag, and then a pretty graphic there. Vintage book page, texture paste here on this coffee tea dyed paper. There's texture paste at the top and at the bottom. Flip it over. You have a bit of arty maze here. It is a pocket with a tag. Vintage page here. I made a pocket out of that, and I embellished it with one more of Kim's stamps, a little bit of graphics. This tag has, you can see here, this netting was mine. This is this right here. Look at how beautiful that looks. Safety pin with 3 gold seed beads. So that just sits right down in there. You've got some arty maze here. Then these cute little girls, we talked about them. And this page here, I created a pocket. There's a library card in here. Here is the bag that I didn't put anything in. You know, I try to be mindful that I usually stuff my journals as much as I possibly can, but I try to be mindful that the owner of this may have things that they want to put in it also. So I don't leave you much room, but I do leave you some. Fold out here a beautiful graphic of a pretty lady, a piece of coffee tea dyed paper that would be good for journaling on. And then here you've got a library card. This is that vintage German paper that had the ads that I was debating. Should I cover this up? Should I leave it? And I decided, no, I'm going to leave it just because, I mean, if you speak German or you've ever been to Germany, I mean, you might really just enjoy seeing that. So I left it. This is the back side of that. Vintage paper. Here is another pocket. I forgot to put something in that, but look at this embossed card. Isn't that pretty? We're gonna just put this. Look at how beautiful that is. We'll put that in there. Coffee tea dyed paper with texture paste at the top and the bottom. A piece of a vintage book page. And washi tape. This is a belly band. And the last piece of this ribbon I used here. And there's 3 seed beads and some more of that netting that I had. Book page here in German, the vintage map, vintage book pages here, some more texture paste, and the last page. This will fold out so that you can add something to that. You could glue this, create a pocket, or use this as journal space. That is the back side, and it has texture paste as well. And then we've got this graphic here. So guys, this is it. I mean, I had so much fun this is just beautiful. I don't think that I will be forever creating this style of journal. I know my next project is going to be the flip-flop because I did see how to actually do the flip-flop. And so I want to do one and just make sure that I want to be able to say, yes, this is a flip-flop, and yes, I did that. But I am in love with this book. There's not a whole lot of difference. There's no right or wrong way, but I wanted to show you how incredibly beautiful the laces are. This was a very fun journal for me to make. These are how Kim's stamps come. I do have some bling. She's got some beautiful pink bling in her shop. It goes by the yard, and so you might want to be sure to check that out. The stamps are just as cute as they could be. And of course, I've got these pieces here that I'm going to have fun using in future projects. So I will, I should have this in my shop. If you're seeing this, it should be in my shop. So, because that's what I'm getting ready to go do now. I hope that you will hop over and see what the other designers have done. I'm pretty sure Amy has designed a lace cuff that is absolutely beautiful. And I went on to Karen's and I'm sitting there now. What she created, I don't want to misspeak. So be sure that you check them all out, guys, and take care. And I will see you in the next video. Be well, stay safe, stay warm, and sending you hugs. Bye.